As content creators, BTS is easily one of the most important yet overlooked key factors of the videos that we make. We can chalk this up to long setup times, the dreadful thought of making sure we're getting the right angles, or just overall you being more focused on the primary task at hand. As a photographer who is also a content creator, I have faced these exact problems for years. And somehow, this one small camera comes along and solves every single one of them. What's on YouTube? Back to another video. If your day's not going good, I hope tomorrow is better. And subscribe to the subscribe button and notification bell. If you are subscribed, thank you for your loyalty. In this video, we'll be doing a review on the OBSBot Tail Air. And yes, they are sponsoring it. But hey, listen, y'all know me. I'm gonna always keep it real about whatever product that I am reviewing. And to be completely honest with y'all, if I don't like a product, I'm never gonna review it on this channel. I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm not gonna do it. Unless the video is about me not liking a product. This is actually my first time ever using a camera similar to this because realistically, this camera and this genre of cameras is primarily used for things like streaming setups and any type of live streams. But this camera has a lot of other key features that has found its way to be something I'm bringing with me to every single photo shoot. Just to go ahead and list a couple key features about this camera that is already stated when you go to figure out anything about it. It is a super compact 4K PTZ camera. It has human, pet, or object tracking. It comes with NDI connection support. It's really effective when it comes to doing multi-cam streams or any type of video recording setups. And you can also control everything super seamlessly through the mobile app. Now that we got the main key features out of the way, let me speak my piece. As y'all can already tell, this camera, for me, in terms of what I'm typically putting in my camera bags, this camera is so small. For it to be something that can film in 4K 30 FPS, this camera's tiny. This is the carrying case. This fits so easily inside of my camera bag, so it isn't taking up any extra space for me to be able to bring it to any type of photo shoot or video shoot that I'm doing. Versus if I was trying to record something with any other type of camera, I would have to bring a whole setup, which comes with the camera body, the lens, and now I'm taking up a way bigger space in my camera bag to do the same thing that this, bro, this is, it's small, it's like the size of my hand, literally. Like I mentioned before, this camera is really directed towards streamers, gamers, and stuff like that. However, when they approached me with this, they talked about BTS content, and that has been something that I've always wanted to do better and more of, because when I'm talking to you guys about how to be a photographer, how to be a videographer, things to do and things not to do, I love to give y'all a real world situation of me working in my field. One of the biggest issues that I always have doing that is the setup process, because I will always have to bring my other camera, which is my A7 III. I gotta put it on a tripod. I gotta make sure I'm getting the right angles. I gotta make sure I'm doing this, doing that, doing this, and it's a hassle. This thing has made all of that so simple. I have brought this out with me to 2 to 3 shoots at this point, and in each one of the situations, it's one of those things where you literally set it and forget it. You set it up, you can put it on a tripod, but realistically, you don't even have to. If you could just find a surface that's leveled, you put it right there, you set it up on the app, have it track you, and you're good. You just walk away from it and do your thing. When it comes to the app is very consistent, convenient, and it'll take a little bit of getting used to if you're someone like me and just likes to figure things out instead of reading instruction manuals. But even just figuring things out, it was not that hard. It's not a whole bunch of buttons or a whole bunch of settings. If you know your way generally around a camera and camera settings, it's very easy to set up. Everything is pretty consistent when it comes to connecting to my phone. To be 100% honest with you, you don't even need to use the app. If you have all your settings punched in already for the environment that you're in, it has AI gesture control. So you can sit there and put a palm up to have it start tracking you. You can put the OK symbol to have it start recording and stop recording. And it eliminates the whole process of you having to get on your phone. Because in certain situations, let's say I'm at a shoot, a client may not want me to be getting on my phone. I don't want things to seem like unprofessional. And that's the whole reason sometimes BTS content isn't available. This eliminates all of that. I've worked with a gimbal before in the past where I have used it for BTS content, and I did just have to put a camera on it, but the gimbal itself had AI tracking. And the tracking was okay, but at certain distances it wasn't good, and when other people were walking through the frame, it wasn't good. It would easily lose tracking. This thing is solid. I took it out where I'm around a bunch of multiple people walking in and out of the frame. It's staying focused on me at a really long distance. I'm talking like, I'm like 100 feet away at this point, about 10 yards, about 10, 15, 20 yards away, and it's still following me. That was the BTS portion of things for me. The next thing I really want to get into about another problem that I had that this camera just really solved for me, that it wasn't even an intention, but it has helped so much, is streaming. So if you already are part of my channel, you know I do live streams where I review my viewers' content. It doesn't really matter what it is that I'm live streaming. However, I do a live stream setup. at this exact setup right here. My previous setup before the OBSBot sale aired was me putting my Sony A1 up here or on a tripod behind my desk. I would have to set it up, connect it to my computer, get everything set up. It was like a bulky and it was a hassle. Now I can set this little camera up, spin it right on this little tripod, little desk stand right there. No matter what it is that I'm doing, let's just say, like I said, I took this out on site with me to another session, right? And the settings are all wherever they need to be. There are preset settings and preset angles already that you can set in within the app. So whenever I put this on there, no matter what position the camera's in when I turn it on, I can go ahead and put P1, which is gonna be my full screen mode, and I can put P2, which is gonna be my lower zoomed in mode. If I wanted to put AI tracking on, there's a whole bunch of different features I can easily just turn right on, and it's just such a super seamless setup. And now it's something that I can keep sitting right up there. And it just solves that problem because now I don't have to use my main camera that I use for my photo shoots that I'm always gonna be taking out with me on the go. And it eliminates that whole setup process. It just makes everything super convenient, seamless. And I can control all the settings from the control panel that is already on the computer. And just overall, I'm just really, really impressed by this camera. Like I didn't really expect too much when they sent it out to me. I'm lying, I really did, honestly, because when they sent me the email and I reviewed their preview video, I'm like, okay, wait, this might be the best product I've ever reviewed. And I'm gonna be real, it's my most useful product I've ever reviewed. I'm gonna say that much because this is immediately coming with me on shoots, or least of all, it's gonna always be up here used on my live streams. And not even just the live streams, I've already used this camera in a video when it came to me needing a webcam angle because I was doing work on the computer and doing a tutorial for you guys. And it was just super convenient to be able to not have to move this camera over here and then move it back. No, I could just literally just transition. It was super simple. Now that I've pretty much glazed this camera as much as probably possible, I do have to talk about some cons, right? I have like two or three. First of all, it's going to be the colors. There's no S-Log, so you really just have to work with what the camera gives you, and its dynamic range in terms of color, it's not that great, depending on the situation that you're in. If you're in a perfectly lit situation, maybe, but any type of lighting situation that's not the best, the quality is gonna suffer because of it. However, when it comes to me, I don't mind because BTS footage is BTS footage. The quality doesn't need to be the absolute best. So that still works for me, but it is a con that I would want to point out. I did test this in low light. It's not the best. It does what it can. You can still see what's going on. You're gonna have some noise. That's every camera for the most part. But what can you really expect from an all-in-one? You know what I mean? I'm not really faulting it too much for it because in the footage that I was shooting at night, you can still 100% see me. The next con is gonna be this SD card slot, which I've seen a whole bunch of other creators mention, and it is pretty much a hassle. Like, I don't have long nails, so I cannot get this SD card out. I'm pushing it, I can't get it out. So ever so recently, I've been having to use a pen to go ahead and push and get the SD card out. It's a little inconvenient, but you know, we're nitpicking. Me having to nitpick on something like that should show you that there's not many cons to this camera. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm impressed. I am impressed. And coming in at a $500 price point, I'm impressed. There are gimbals alone that are around this price that just offer the AI tracking. And it's a gimbal, it's a tool that you need to put a camera on still. This is the camera with the gimbal and the AI tracking. Beyond that is gonna be pretty much all for me. There is gonna be a link in the description down below. If you did wanna pick up this camera for yourself, it's gonna go ahead and obviously support me a little bit and give you guys a discount on the camera itself. If this fits in your niche of what you do, I would 100% recommend grabbing it. A streamer, or if you're someone who's like me and wants to start promoting your company by recording some BTS content of when you're working, rather that be YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is you want to promote yourself on, this is the camera for it. So beyond that, once again, I appreciate you guys so much. Like, you guys make these product reviews possible by just, you know, showing so much love on the video, showing so much love on everything, commenting, liking, subscribing. Other than that, I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out OBSBot in the description down below. Don't forget to check out the merch link in the description down below. Check out the preset link in the description down below. And most of all, because we might be doing a Discord giveaway, I don't know, check out the Discord link in the description down below. We are almost at 800, no, we're at 800 members. We're almost at 900 members. So go ahead and join. We're trying to get to 1,000 before the year's over. Other than that, I'm going to get up out of here. See you next one. Stay creative. Peace.